This video review is being brought to you by PrimeToys.net. PrimeToys.net, where you can get your collector grade toys at not the collector grade prices. PrimeToys.net. And I'm a reviewer, so let the reviews be joined. Hey guys, your friend Dinobot here yet again for another video review. And as you can see, today we're going to look at Perfect Effects Perfect Combiner PC-06. This is an upgrade kit for the Combiner Wars Voyager class Devastator set. Pretty cool upgrade. I picked this up from PrimeToys.net, my sponsor, and got a pretty good price with a deal of 15% off on it, so it definitely helped me get it. It's got everything really cool in here, and it's going to upgrade pretty much all but like 2 figures. Well, one really of the Combiner Wars Devastator, or at least the individual Constructicons, excuse me. But looking at the box here, of course you got Prowlestator's head, you got Prowl, you got a nice image here in the back of Devastator with the Perfect Effect, or excuse me, the Perfect Combiner PC-06 logo there. Turn to the side, you got the name on it again. And on the back, it basically shows you everything that comes in the kit, where it goes and everything. And again, on the side, it's got the same. The top, it's got the same. And on the bottom, it's basically got a checklist for all the parts. But let's get into this box and show you what's all in here. We just open her up. We'll pull what's on the bottom here and pull it all out. We'll set this box aside. And of course, we have the instruction sheet here. And we have 2 packages of plastic parts. We have this here is going to be the hook crane that's going to, or boom crane. This is going to actually give Hook a little bit of extension with it. These are knee pads here. We got the Prowl head. We got the Prowlestator head. We got Mixmaster's new front end. This is actually going to go to the boom crane right here. And then we got basically the new shoulder joints, the new hands, and the new scavenger shovel, basically right here, excavator. But let's get into it right off the bat, and why don't we go ahead and start with this set on this side here. We'll just pull this plastic off, set this aside, and we're going to bring in Scavenger, who I already have kind of in his arm mode because of what I'm going to try to do with this video. So I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly, so just bear with me. To replace Scavenger's crane here, or scoop, as you can see, this it's fairly simple. There's nothing really to it. It does have right here, there's a little peg right here that will you can just pull this whole piece off, like so. And that's all you do. You basically take this off. We'll set that aside, and we're going to get the new piece here, which is this. And putting a size comparison, definitely change here. And I apologize if you see me the thing shaking. My left hand is kind of shaking really badly today. A lot bigger, a little bit more to it too as well. I mean, you do have on the old one you have the little bend here, and the scoop didn't really bend. And you have, of course, this silver paint on this, but you lose kind of on this one, but you can always get a little Sharpie or some silver paint and do that on this if you would like. You still have the same bend here, but it's a lot tighter, so it's good, really good for that. And you also have a bend here for the scoop, so it definitely gives that as a bonus to it. All you got to do is just take it and you'll peg it right back down to the same peg, like so, and I'll just peg it right down. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And Scavenger now has a bigger excavator or shovel for it. Pretty cool. Looks really good with it. We're going to set Scavenger aside. And we're going to go ahead and we'll look at the new hands. Got the left hand and the right hand, which, if you've kept up with Perfect Effect lately with this set, they came out and admitted that these did have a little ball joint issue. As you can see here, when you turn it, and when it sits like this, it stays tight, but when you turn it like this, It's loose, bad loose. You could use some nail polish or something in there. Just pop the joint off and just put some nail polish on there. But Perfect Effect has sent out replacement parts because they said this ball joint was supposed to be bigger, and they apologized for that. And they sent out new ones so that you can replace. I haven't gotten the new joint yet, but I will do a review when I get that to show how to do that. But to replace these, it's real simple. You're going to bring in the old part, and right here at the bottom you just kind of pull this apart just a little bit and it'll just pop right out like so. It's just got that little peg with this little ball hole here that you peg it in there, and you're going to do the exact same to it, right back onto it like so. Just pop it right back on, and that's all there is to it for that. Go ahead and do the same on this other side. On the other hand, pop that off. Oop, I'm setting the wrong piece aside. And we'll just pop the new one back in there. Like so. And there's your new hands on your forearms for Devastator. Which is pretty cool. We'll just set these pieces aside. We'll set this over here. We'll move the hands out of the way, because what you can do with these, I'm going to bring Long Haul in on this. We'll set him here. We got to open this up first. Set that aside. You're going to take these little knee bits here. This is what these are. These are basically for the knee for Devastator. And you're going to, right here on the back of Long Haul, this little area here, which is basically going to become the upper shins and stuff for Devastator. This little peg here is going to peg right into this little hole on each side. And I found that if you have it where it's basically this side is flat, you do it on this side, it looks a little bit better to it. So you put that one there, and we'll put this one on the other side. Actually, I think it's supposed to go that way. I think I do have, yeah, I do. I have these on backwards, my fault. Pegs in like so. And like so. Looks pretty cool. Next, you'll want to also, you take this, which oddly enough, I found that the way they have these packaged in, this is basically the new shoulder joint for Devastator. That you can put these in here. It even shows you how to do this on the instructions. That you're supposed to face it this away with this hinge back here on the back end of Devastator, which you see this little slot there. It's just going to slide into that peg right there, like so. I want you to note that when you put these in, the way they're in the packaging as well on this is the side they're basically supposed to be on. These holes here I found, or at least I might be mistaken on this, it may just be me, the peg holes are actually designed to go on one side alone. I've actually mixed this up and tried putting basically this side that goes on Scavengers onto Bone Crusher side, and I had trouble getting them on there. But when I flipped it around, it pegged in no problem. So I highly recommend you try to keep track of this in a way. That's why I'm trying to, so I'm facing it towards me, it's going to be in that direction so I can keep track of it. And you peg it in like that as well. And this is just going to give them a little bit of oomph. And to do next, you want to kind of rotate his fists, because do note that the fists on Devastator are highly articulated. Definitely got the 3 points of articulation on the fingers. You want to curl them up into his fist a little bit and rotate the thumb up, and then rotate this around like so. Well, no, take it back. You don't want to rotate that around. You're going to peg it in like so, and you'll take this little peg here and peg that out and peg it into this little peg hole right here. And you can do the same on the opposite side here with the other hand. Rotate the fingers up, curl them up. Try to do this kind of quickly. I may not be even doing this properly, but this is just to do a quick show of this. Kind of peg that in like so. And here you have, I know this kind of looks funky that way, whoops. the way that's pegged in, but it actually gives long haul the missile launchers for his weaponry for his vehicle mode if you wanted to do that. And it looks pretty good. I wouldn't be wanting to worry fight with a dump truck that pops out these things on his backside. But let's go ahead and pop these off, which pull that off of there. I don't want to lose those on there. I want to keep these on here. We're just going to set these aside. Do the same on this one. It pops. It might kind of catch itself, and yeah, there we go. It's easy just to keep these on there to keep it together with him. We're going to set long haul out of the way, and once again I'm going to set these aside. I'm trying to keep these situated. Next we're going to go ahead and get Mixmaster, bring him in, and to do his little upgrade for his new front end for his truck mode, which looks very cool, looks very good G1-esque. All you do is, you see here, it has this little sliding port here that slides down, and it's going to peg right in here onto this front, basically the back end of them. You got these little pegs here. It's actually going to, this bit here is going to basically go around all that, and these pegs down here at the bottom are going to peg in right here underneath everything. And we'll just do that like, straighten this around. Just kind of just peg it down. Well, it doesn't want to stay real. Work with me a little bit here. Just kind of slide it over that, and like so. Push it all the way down. Now, it does seem like it's kind of loose doing that. That's probably why it's giving me so much of an issue. But we'll just do it this way. Come on now. Okay. Let's try it to this scale. There we go. Now then, I'll just fold this back down where I can get it back in. The thing just doesn't want to work with me. I think it's my hands are kind of shaking a little bad and give me some issues with my holding here, not keeping me from doing this right. There we go. Come on. Slide all the way down. There we go. And see, it just pegs right in without a problem. Though it did give me some, which I don't think I quite got that slid back. There we go. There. See how it pegs right here? It sits perfectly around those. It's pegged down here at the bottom, and you just slide that back down, and it locks right into place. And you have a new front end for Mixmaster. Now, for his combined mode with this, all you got to do is basically rotate. As you rotate this up for it, you'll raise that up, and then slide it back down to do like so. But you know, of course, you're going to have to. There we go. And there's his foot mode. It meshes nicely with the barrel and everything here, so it definitely works with it. And we're going to set this aside. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the crane here for Hook, which I've already got kind of halfway into his Devastator mode. So to do the crane, all you got to do is pop this off like so. We'll set Hook aside for just a moment. And you're going to bring these pieces out and this little piece out. You want to basically, let's do it this side, because this peg is going to be, of course, the peg that's going to peg into the back end of Hook to put him back in the drone or the crane. You flip this around. You'll take this end of the hook, and you see it's got this little peg here where it was pegged in the hook. It's going to set right here snug in this little slot that runs across here. If I can get it right there, yeah, you go. You see that slot? It'll slide back and forth there. You'll just peg this back over, and it's got like several little pegs, like 6 of them all together. It's going to peg together to form it back up. You'll then take this little piece here, and it's going to just simply click over that like so, which is going to help stabilize it all together. And then you have the boom crane basically extended out. Now Dr. Wu does have another upgrade of this. I think will make it where you don't have not just one slit out. I think it'll go out an extra way. But I considered getting this before I realized this one had that. So I'm actually happy with this. I'm not too worried about getting the Dr. Wu one now. And you just repeg it back in the hook like so. And there you have it. Pretty cool. Next, well, before we get off a hook, let's go ahead and we'll take a little prowl here, which is pretty cool. A nice look of him. We'll flip his head around because this is the way he's packaged. There's a nice head sculpt for prowl in there. Like the blue, like the silver with the blue eyes. Nice and cool. Now he's going to peg into right here. You have this one little tab here. It's going to slide right there into that hole right back there. And it's going to... Then you got these two pegs right up front here. That's going to peg one here and then one basically right here into it, into hook. And we'll just slide that down like so. And there's prowl combined on the Devastator or hook. And he's going to have to rotate like so. He's on because his head is on a nice ball joint. So it looks pretty cool. And last but not least, let's bring in Prowlestator's head, which is a nice image. Only little aspect I wish they could have done is put, because you got him with like an open mouth look to him. I wish they could have put a little bit of black in there in the mouth just to give it a little bit like a feeling, just to make it all silver. I'm sure if you had a small Sharpie or something in there, you could do that to it if you want. I may not be able to do that because of the way my hands shake, and that's kind of a tight area. But all you do is you just slide the Prowlestator head on the prowl like so. Well, I think it actually kind of pegs in. There we go. And there's Prowlestator. With the ball joint for prowl, it gives them nice motion. Really cool. Now I'm going to try to do this really quickly. I'm going to move this plastic out of the way. I'm going to try to do a quick transformation here to get Devastator combined up. So right now I'm trying to quickly transform Long Haul into his combined, his limb mode to get him situated. Then I'm going to get Mixmaster and Scrapper hooked up, which it's not going to affect them in any way. As you can see, it's going to look really cool. So bear with me for bear with me for just a moment as I try to do this quickly. There's Mixmaster. Now I just got to work with Scrapper. Alright, come on, Scrap. Get that peg in there. Yeah, that's close enough for now. We'll rotate that down. Whoops. There we go. Alright. I'm going to stand this section up, and I'm actually going to raise the camera up here so we can get a good look to them. Oh, here we go. I'll just pick up the two limbs here so I can get them situated. I'm going to... There's no real difference other than in combining them. You just kind of peg it all up together. Uh-oh, I just flipped the peg. Come on. I have no nails, so probably there we go. Alright, let's peg this together. There. Alright. Next, before I get well, let's not forget his chest piece here. I'm going to set it up here. When you're combining these, you have this peg hole here that's going to peg into the just where you would peg in Bone Crusher, like so. Oh, there. I'll do it with the scavenger one. It does have a nice ratchet joints on it. Once you straighten this out, like so, you can rotate this around. Real tight ratchet, as you hear. It's going to again peg into this side onto Devastator, which is going to give you a little bit more of expanse on his shoulders. And it's also what it's going to do is when you peg into when you peg his chest piece in, it's not going to peg into Scavenger or Bone Crusher. So that's an added plus to it, which I don't think this is going to sit too well with me right now. The way my hands are kind of give me issues, so I'm just going to let that sit for what it can for now. Go ahead and we'll put Scavenger down, flip these fingers around to get Bone Crusher. Which, again, all you do to combine these on, it's just like normal. Peg it on there, and then you're just going to peg it in just like you would normally on a Bone Crusher, like so. Do the same with Scavenger here. I'm going to open his hand up a little bit. Peg that in, like so. And we're going to peg it in all together. There we go. Which is kind of pulling my hook apart, which I don't think I can. There we go. I didn't have them pegged up right. Panel down. We'll straighten them back up. And here we have Devastator. Slide this back some. Maybe zoom it out. Well, I can't really zoom it out. But here we have Devastator all combined. Try to zoom in on it. It's for you. Kind of do a little. And I apologize. My tripod here is acting a little stiff, so I'm doing the best I can. Maybe if I do this, there we go. I might loosen it. Yeah, still tight. I need to work it some more. But he's looking really cool. A nice homage to Devastator for the Combiner Wars. I'm glad we got this. I kind of want two things now, though. Actually, I take that back. It's three. Something I would like to see another third party do, or possibly do. We have this set for Devastator, which is fine and dandy. It's really cool. It works well with it. I would not mind to see three things happen, though. If you've read the comics, we all know Scrapper dies. Alright? We take Scrapper out. I'd love to see them redo a hook where he becomes the leg for Devastator. So, another hook figure to become the leg. I would like to see a Prowl basically designed where he could become the upper body for Devastator. And then I also like to see a third figure, because if you know now, Prowl is not part of Devastator anymore. He's become part of Optimus Maximus. So, and they got Scoop in as the left leg, or the right leg of Devastator, taking Scrapper Hook's place, and Hook's become the head again for Devastator, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But it would be pretty cool to see them do that if some company would do that. Just to fill in, really for a Scoop, you just need a Scrapper repainted. Is really about it. Maybe a different head sculpt and stuff for him. But, because he's basically the same vehicle. But still, that'd be pretty cool, something to do. If you agree with me, comment below, let me know. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will post a link down below to where you can go to primetoys.net, where you can get your collector grade toys at not the collector grade prices. And you can pick this upgrade set up. It's a pretty decent price for it. I also said I do not have the March code for this month for the discount code. I should have one up hopefully on the next video, and I do apologize for that. But check out Transmissions. I'm sure they'll have a comment on that, on what the code's going to be for this month as well. But definitely check them out as well. I'll post a link to their show as well. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I thank you for watching, and I hope you please like, comment, and share this video. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. So this is Dama saying thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon.